Hello everyone, Voodoo here. So testing has just wrapped on the first and second bosses of the upcoming raid, Amirdrasil. Honestly, they're pretty good. So I'm gonna have videos of me going over the first boss here, and there'll be another one out later today, me going over the second boss. Pretty interesting boss. We'll go over a little breakdown here, and then I'll leave you guys with the kill pull afterwards. See, he's this little boss here in this big open room. So for my build, I was playing the new tier set. I was playing the Havoc trinket, and I was playing the Pip's Dream Badge trinket. I'll throw up like snips of those or whatever. Then I was just playing Restless Hunter for this. I do think that like left right would probably be a bit better, but again, none of that matters. We don't have our new tree yet, so this is testing with the old trees with new tier set and stuff. So while I do think that the trees are going to change, I can only tell you what build I played for this video, right? So I ended up playing again Restless Hunter for more boss damage, but I do think that, you know, to do more overall damage, pad a bit, you want to hit the lashers. So you'll see what I talk about when we get into this. So this boss has one main mechanic, I guess two mechanics. It's a phase. So, you know, pretty simple startup pull here. He does Tortured Scream, big AoE damage, ticking down on everybody. We would skip that, and then he does these things. He does Dragonflight Barrage, the tank mechanic. You can like taunt during the middle of it, just does a bunch of damage. The most important thing here is going to come up right now: Flaming Pestilence. So these puts out little lines and then summons a bunch of lashers along those lines. And there's a frontal, which doesn't matter. You can see here, there's a bunch of lashers now all over the arena. Whenever those lashers pop out of the ground, they're going to do damage, and they pop out of the ground in two ways. So the other way is he's going to put out these big circles on people right here. You bring them over, you go over some lashers, and then they're going to pop out of the ground. Or as soon as he goes to P2, which we'll get to, he pulls them all out of the ground. So the important thing here is you want to end up basically clearing as many as you can throughout the course of the fight. Bring them into the first main boss here, just aiming them down as you DPS the boss. This is why I think left-right's going to be really good, because that's just a lot of cleave damage, a lot of glaives you throw out with your tier set. Lots of just damage in general there. And then you can see he's going to spawn more waves, and I think they are related to how he's facing. We never really turned them too much, but you can just keep some of them in the same piles and they'll come in, which will do some damage to you, but you know, with your healers prepared and all that, that's not gonna be that big of a challenge for you. So yeah, so P1 is basically just repeat. There's a lot of damage going out. There's a bunch of these fire circles where you want to bring onto the ads to get them up. There's going to be those frontals that end up, you know, the frontal will kill you if you get hit by it. I think I lived with like 10 HP or something one time, but basically gonna kill you. And then that's gonna repeat for most of the fight until you hit 100 energy. So we'll just skip forward a bit until we get 100 energy. Okay, so Torture Screen comes out, yada yada yada, 100 energy. So once he hits 100 hard, at the beginning of this fight, it was really laggy, actually, like a crazy amount of lag. So it was like really weird spell queuing and stuff like that. But once he hits 100 energy, he's going to walk to the middle of the room and cast Potent Fertilization, which is going to do a ton of damage to everybody. Then he's going to start having all the guys come onto the ground, which is the damage basically, and all the fire puddles around the room are going to go away. So add spawn, fire puddles gone, then he's going to put some puddles underneath him that you can't stand in, and he's going to put out a bunch of root walls. These root walls are going to go out. They look really visually cool. See, all these walls are coming out. And then you want to basically just spread out here. And he's going to start throwing out these chunks. So these are soaks. Once you get hit by this soak, if you don't soak it, by the way, it does a little bit of damage to the whole raid. So you don't need to soak it. You probably want to. But you have these soaks. You get these soaks and you get 5 stacks of this dot. Now the dot does a ton of damage, actually. It really hurts. So you don't want to get too many of them if you can help it. You see, I'm just kind of taking down all the damage. And to remove these stacks, you go up and you just walk into any of these colored segments here. You remove a stack and it's going to light the tree on fire. Light these roots on fire. The goal there is to burn down all of those roots, and then he's going to have basically going to do damage to you, and he'll be stunned here for 20 seconds. And during those 20 seconds, he's going to end up just taking 20% increased damage, which is a large damage increase. I think this pull for us was like 2 minutes long. So at that point, probably just save your meta for this, and then like lust during this. I guess we'll have to end up seeing what happens where like damage meta is for how much damage you're doing, but yeah, he takes a ton of damage during this point in time, so you'll see that he just starts to absolutely melt, and then he repeats. So after this phase here where he takes increased damage, he's going to end up dealing 10% more. It's bugged currently, giving him 2 stacks, so each stack of this is 10% extra damage. Should be 1 stack, that gave him 2, and the fight just repeats. It's a pretty simple boss. With phase 1, you're dealing with the ads. You want to make sure there's not too many ads up, and then you burn the roots down pretty quickly. You can do it in like 1 or 2 cycles, and then he pops into the ground, takes a bunch of damage, and then you just kind of kill him. Pretty cool boss, I think. Pretty interesting first boss. I don't think it's hard at all. Maybe in like pugs or something it might be a little difficult, And then you can see at the beginning of the fight here just how laggy this was. If I can find a spot where we're actually fighting the boss. No, we're not fighting the boss anymore. The raid room looks interesting as well. Here, you can see like my buttons aren't even really happening. Yeah, anyway, so it really laggy at the beginning, but it got better towards the end. But the room is pretty cool. The boss is interesting. Nothing too bad to say besides him getting 2 stacks. I think the mechanics are pretty good, pretty reasonable, and not like too crazy. The dot from clearing the fire might hurt too much, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. So overall, pretty solid boss. I enjoyed it. It's the first boss. Can never really be that hard. So yeah, nothing too crazy to say with this one. Pretty enjoyable. Solid loot. Cool room. Yeah, so that'll be it for my little coverage video here. I will leave our full unedited kill VOD at the end here right after me. So I'll sign off now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will have another video over the other boss we tested like later tonight, probably at the same time as this one or a little bit after. So go watch that one if you want to see that one. I'll be live tomorrow, Friday, the 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern with more raid testing. And I'll be doing, I think all of heroic testing is my goal. So yeah, so that was this boss. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And enjoy the kill VOD, I guess, actually.
2, 1.
There's the rogue. Make sure you spread around too to reduce uptime from the cone. That's 100% going straight down that range pack.
I love that I can fell rush through this boss.
Yeah, masturbators. Okay, spread those out.
Yeah, doing this and like that was a lot of lashers at once. Like,
Get those out.
I think it's super fine as long as like people are like prepared for the lashers.
I had 10 there, but I died.
Like, I kind of want to hold for more lashers, but I'm just gonna send him for now. I don't fucking care.
10 was okay.
Oh yeah, he's just going.
Yeah, 15 was good.
Okay, get ready for roots. Roots are coming out. Okay, split up. Soak. Try not to leave gaps in the roots when you light them up.
That was 2 sets.
Good. Yep, that's what I'm looking for.
Bro, I don't have anything for this.
Yep, that's insane. Yeah, that's huge tuna damage too. Wow.
I don't have anything for this. Do you just save meta? Is that gonna be the play?
Yeah, he fucking melted. All right, GG. Just keep doing mechanics. Don't do anything really dumb, and he just dies.
I feel like
coming out to return personal.
he's just gonna fucking die.
Just use and abuse whenever you feel scared.